Gameranx presents another episode of Before You Buy, the show where we give you some straight-up gameplay and some first impressions of the latest games releasing. Today we're talking about Forza Horizon 3. If you think about it, racing games aren't as dime a dozen as they used to be, but somehow they still manage to pump out Forza games every single year. I'm not really crazy about the mainline Forza games, the more simulator-style games, maybe because I like a little more personality and flair to my racing games, I don't know. But thankfully the Horizon games, and in particular this new one, Forza Horizon 3, provide all the goods and then some. If you haven't played any of the Forza Horizon games, basically what you really just need to know is that it's open world driving and racing. There's some of the stuff that you might come to expect with a lot of racing games now. There's a deep customization, both mechanically and visually. There's also hundreds of unique cars, and there's lots to do in the open world. There's exhibition races, cross-country races, sprints, old unlockable cars to find hidden in like storage containers and old barns. There's signs that you can drive through and smash and collect more experience and other bonuses, and then there's bucket list challenges and showcase events where things really get exciting, with kind of like some scripted moments and like really weird exciting moments where you're racing a train or racing an airplane or racing a jeep through the jungle. And there's just really strong multiplayer components with the Drivatar system. I don't know if you guys have heard about that by now, but the Forza games have been implementing it for a while. The game basically saves your data and learns and adapts to your driving habits and makes an AI construct attached to your Xbox Live account, so other players who have Forza Horizon 3 and are friends with you on Xbox Live can actually race against your own custom artificial intelligence within the game world. And that's really cool because it always makes the game feel kind of alive and have a little bit more personality than you would expect. But on top of that, there's also multiplayer co-op racing that feels stronger than ever and just really fun in this world in particular. The way the Forza Horizon games are set up is like around music festivals. It might sound a little corny, but thankfully it's kind of in the back burner. It's not really a big deal. In this one, you're on top, you're already hot shit, and you're really just going out and growing your festivals even more. Sure, there's the experience points and the skill trees to grind through and get new abilities, and there's money to earn, but you're also earning and progressing by literally growing your fan base by the numbers. If it sounds a little tacky and corny, it's not that big of a deal. One thing I did really appreciate though, all the characters that talk to you over your radio are pretty unobtrusive and not really too obnoxious. I just really like it when a racing game doesn't try and shove a story in my face that's usually just a waste of time. Forza Horizon 3 forgoes that whole thing. And if you're looking and if you're judging this by like a real open world game, the world may seem kind of lifeless. It's not GTA or Sleeping Dogs teeming with life and activities and stuff like that. But what you get here instead is amazing driving opportunities. From just like sick driving lines across a country at high speed, to racing courses that just pop up in the middle of the desert or maybe a track outside of a city, to just general variation in the environments themselves. Basically what you get here is an open world Australia, and it is incredibly varied and definitely probably honestly the star of the game. There's wet city streets for street racing, there's long straight roads across the Outback, which you can tear through with a Ferrari, and then there's jungles and desert trails for off-world four-wheel drive racing and even rally races. And then like I mentioned earlier with the bucket list challenges, there's just some weird stuff in between. If you've ever wanted to take a Tesla or a Corvette and do burnouts on the beach, you can in Forza Horizon 3, and that's what makes it really cool. I just like how dumb and unique and fun it is. Other new little additions include recruiting AI convoys that can follow you around and prompt new races, but what you can do in this one that I really like is that they have kind of like an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood effect, where you can actually set them to go out and race for you in the festivals, and then they net you more bonuses. I like managing stuff like that. But ultimately the game looks incredible, and it has a great sense of speed too. No matter what car you drive, you always feel like you're hurtling down a road at a perilously fast speed, and it's really great. And of course that is due to the controls, the generally solid racing mechanics, but also the visuals. I will say on Xbox One, this is probably one of the best looking Xbox One games. Not only that, but thanks to that Xbox Play Anywhere thing, because I have the copy on Xbox One, I was able to also check it out on PC, and it looks even better on PC. Obviously, it's completely unhinged and completely unlocked, and as a PC player, I really loved it on there as well. You do need to make a choice though, because only the Xbox One version is going to have that HDR support. So if you do have a fancy TV and you do want to make the most out of maybe your Xbox One S or your upcoming Scorpio, you might want to think about that. You might hear this a lot. Forza Horizon 3 kind of boils down to being a collectathon, but it's a fun as hell one, and the driving mechanics and the world just make it so much more than that. When the multiplayer components, the car customization, the music, and the various different environments all work together, the fact that there's just a lot of busy work is kind of an afterthought. I'd say if you are looking for some cons, one thing that really annoyed me is that you have to unlock radio stations as you go. They're actually gated, which is very frustrating because, not everybody likes one type of music, so to be stuck with that for a while is, kind of lame. And like I said, with the whole collectathon thing, if you're looking for more than just pure simple racing, you might be let down. You know, there's no deep story, there's no cops and robber chases, and there's no nitrous button. I'd also say another downer is that the contained racetrack designs are simply just kind of okay. There's nothing really memorable. There's no memorable courses like from the original Forza game. Nothing really that great. Overall, do not get me wrong at all. Forza Horizon 3 is probably going to go on my Game of the Year list somewhere. With, like I said, the strong multiplayer integration, the crazy awesome fun as hell sense of speed, and just the look and feel of the world, the music, and the graphics. I'm just so into it. And if you got an Xbox One, and maybe you're even just kind of vaguely into racing games, I'd say definitely check out the Forza Horizon 3 demo at the very least. But I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'm enjoying this game a lot. So guys, that's Forza Horizon 3. If you're an Xbox One owner or a PC owner, let me know if you're playing this, let me know what you think, and let me know if I steered you one way or the other. If you got any questions about Horizon 3, I'll be down in the comments below. I'll also be on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jake Baldino as well. Let's talk about the game. But you guys know the deal. Clicking the like button helps me out a ton and lets me do more before you buys, and we really appreciate it here at gameranx. And subscribing if you're new is a great idea because we put out new videos every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.